everybody, to another episode of the High Notes Podcast. It's your host, Bryant, with my co-host here,
AP McNasty.
Every week, you're just going to introduce yourself differently? That's how it feels.
Just a nickname, bro.
Just a new nickname every week. So, McNasty, so last week we technically didn't record an episode because you went on vacation to Florida. We have the recording because we tried to record it twice. So we have the recordings of that episode. Should we put that up as a separate bonus episode?
Yeah, put that up. We'll do it separately.
Yeah, that was a separate bonus episode. We want to make sure that we always give you guys the absolute best quality of content that we can put out. So if we can't salvage something, we'll have a blooper reel of things that we didn't add, and we'll put that maybe on the Clips channel. Let's do that. Let's put it on the Clips channel. Any extra content? Should we do a Patreon? Should we do a Patreon for the extra content?
We should set up a Patreon. Get that exclusive behind the scenes
cuts. For
real. That should be dope. I think it would be dope.
That shit would be kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so we'll talk about that later, McNasty. We'll definitely think about building on that Patreon idea. But McNasty, we have a lot of interesting subjects to cover right now. A very, very diverse set of topics that happened this week. Do you want to give the audience an idea of what we're going to be talking about this week, McNasty?
So we got an array of topics stemming from sports to things going on in the world right now. So apparently there's a ship stuck in the Suez Canal. Pepsi is releasing new flavors that are very questionable. Male fertility on the downfall. My fellas, y'all know this is a problem, bro. And then Amazon. Always something with your boy Jeff Bezos.
All right, so let's just take it in that same order that you just went down in the list here. Let's talk about this ship that's right now stuck in the Suez Canal. Now, if you haven't heard about this story, there is a subsection of land that crosses between Asia and Africa. It's like a really small stretch of land, and ships pass through that canal in order to quickly get across to Europe. So instead of going all the way around Africa, they cut through there to go through Europe. But apparently, they didn't expect that a ship would ever turn sideways, and it got stuck on it's dried up on land. So it's stuck in the canal, parallel parked inside the canal. You can't drive around it. It's blocking
the whole shit.
The whole thing. How did they go this many years without this ever happening? Because they've had this for a minute now.
It's not their fault, bro. Who is this fucking sea captain that fucking decided to drift? He was definitely trying to do some other shit. And got stuck on some nuthead shit. Because it seems like the canal is right now would be wide enough for ships to easily pass through. Am I right?
Yeah.
But this dude decided to go sideways and block the whole shit.
How about this? They should have made it illegal if they were the geniuses that they were. They should have made it illegal for a ship that is longer in length, across the width of the thing, what's it called? The canal. You couldn't pass a ship that was longer in length than the width of the canal to avoid this from ever happening.
But it's common sense.
Shouldn't that be a rule? That should be common sense, right?
It should be common sense that if your ship has to go straight, why is it sideways? Do you know if he was having some problems, some issues, he lost his way, what's going on?
I'm not even sure. They should definitely interview the captain of that ship because he was bugging out. Investigate that man. He hit the e-brake and tried to drift that bitch like it was Tokyo Drift. Hell no.
For real. Your objective is to go straight through.
Yeah, no, I don't know what he was thinking. That man was bugging.
He was tweaking.
So how are we feeling on this? And not even that. Have you thought about the fact that this is about to affect gas prices? Because a lot of the petroleum has to move through that area. So that's probably why the gas prices are at $3 right now.
Oh shit!
He's fucking us up right now, bro. I am tight. That captain needs to be arrested and put in jail forever. Oh God.
Yeah,
Hey, yo! I don't even know how to transition into this one. This is just this actually kind of pissed me off when I read this headline. Introduce it, McNasty.
So Pepsi right now is introducing a whole new flavor just for Easter. Now you know what Peeps are, right?
Yes, the terrible marshmallows that you get during Easter's.
So gross, and they're so popular. Those are literally the most disgusting things I ever tasted. It doesn't even taste like a marshmallow. It's like
the same people that eat that also eat at Arby's. Tell me not.
Sometimes though.
Hey yo, you're an Arby's. He is.
Arby's got some, the shakes there and the little hash brown shits. They be busting the.
You're the man keeping Arby's alive. Are you serious?
I'm the sole provider of everybody at Arby's paychecks right now.
McNasty, I am judging you so hard right now. Like, I don't think you understand. You eat Arby's?
Don't sleep on Arby's, bro. Have you ever actually ate at Arby's? Like,
no! That's the entire joke. Nobody knows who the fuck is eating at Arby's. Apparently, it's you.
No. Apparently, Arby's bought Buffalo Wild Wings, bro, for like billions of dollars.
No way! No way!
It's me and all these old ass people. Because when I go, it's mostly like old heads, like retirement people.
I feel like you eat Peeps. Are you trying to say that you don't eat Peeps? You definitely eat Peeps.
Nobody eats Peeps. Like if
you eat Peeps,
you're weird.
You eat Arby's.
All right, back to the story here. So. Peeps and Pepsi are doing the collab type thing, so it's a marshmallow cola.
Okay.
Just thinking of that is disgusting. It sounds like diabetes in a can, though.
But all sodas are diabetes in a can. That's just all soda.
Facts. But this is like super diabetes in a can, man. Peeps, and I think that's a fail flavor, bro. I can't imagine anybody drinking and saying, delicious.
I can't even handle like normal like Coca-Cola. Like I hate like the harshness of like soda. Like I can't even drink normal Coca-Cola. Imagine then with a Peep inside of it.
Yeah.
No, that's not working. That's not happening.
Coke, it's definitely the way to go, man. I feel you on the harshness. That's like drinking a Sprite from McDonald's. Like super spicy.
No, but a Sprite from McDonald's hits different. The spiciness to it is just right.
Nah, man.
What?
Something different about
it. Bro, we are two different breeds. If you're gonna sit here and tell me that the Pepsi from the Sprite from McDonald's is not above Coke.
Coke itself is the wave. The
no way!
Hits, but not as hard as a regular Coke. Like,
no way! Bro, you really said that?
I said it, and I stand by it.
You're weird, Bucko. You're weird.
But you hear that McDonald's bringing back Orange Lava High C?
Oh, I've heard about this. That's the move, McDonald's. That's the move.
Anything was coming back, it had to be that, man. Because that shit good.
100%. That's the only good thing they had.
The only good thing, for real.
The only thing that and the fucking ice creams, the ice cream machine when it worked.
That shit never worked though.
It never worked.
That shit never worked.
All right.
It's not at the worst time too.
But speaking of Pepsi, and I was watching these series of TikToks this week, explaining that there's actually plastic, like microfibers and plastics inside of cans when you drink like sodas that actually could lead to male infertility. And in the news this week just so happens that we're actually seeing that there is a downfall in male fertility that's happening right now in the population. So men are less fertile right now. Do you think it's because we're drinking too much soda?
That might be a correlation, bro. Even more of a reason to not drink Peeps Pepsi collab. But
I say we just ban all soda altogether.
But should we ban the soda or ban the cans? What happens if you drink out of like a plastic bottle? Same thing?
You should make soda the same thing as beer. You have to be a certain age before you're allowed to drink it. I would classify soda at the same level as beer.
Nah, because beer, you get like intoxicated. Like you get
Yeah, exactly. But
Soda,
with
probably
you
just
can get
diaper.
here's something that food companies don't tell you. You can get addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't tell you that, but sugar should be regulated just like anything else. So you can get addicted just like you can with alcohol, but to sugar.
But there's sugar in almost anything you eat now that's processed. You can't just say it's
No,
just-
but there's controlled levels of sugar, and then there's a can of Coke sugar.
But you can't compare a can of Coke to alcohol. You know,
A can of Coke has more sugar concentration than you would
sugar,
alcohol.
that's fine. But alcohol actually distorts your like body. Like you get
Sugar
sweaty.
does too. Sugar
Although-
elevates your heart rate, gets you hyper and shit.
Yeah,
Sugar
but
has-
that's where you can't drive a car. Like, oh, I can't drink a soda and drive a car.
All right, how about this? I'm gonna put the situation up. You drink a can of soda, right?
Yeah.
You normally don't intake a lot of sugar, and you get a sugar rush, right?
Okay.
And you're active doing something. Let's say you're driving a car. You're driving a car long distance. You
Okay.
have a crash. You're fucking you come down from the sugar high, and you have a sugar crash, right? And you, let's say, pass out because you have no energy left and crash your car. Isn't that the same thing as a DUI?
No, because
What? That would be the same thing.
No, you wouldn't pass out. Like you just
How you know?
you get tired and then you just know you're tired and you have to pull over. You're not just gonna.
You don't know that. You don't know how everybody would react.
But I know how most people will react, and they won't react like
But
that.
what about that subset of people that don't react the way that you think they would? That's the problem. You're not thinking about those people.
That's
Ah!
population.
But here, how about this?
Exaggeration.
How about this?
Coming down from a sugar crash.
How about this? No. Time out. How about this? What about people that drink alcohol? You can say that everyone that drinks alcohol gets intoxicated.
Uh-huh.
But some people are good drinkers. Some people, when they drink, they get what's it called, like aggressive and shit. Like they'll get themselves into trouble while they're drinking.
Yeah.
How do you account for those people while they're drinking?
You test their alcohol blood sugar level. Listen, that's different.
Yeah.
person.
That's not different.
Everybody
That's not
knows you're
different.
not supposed to drink and drive, bro. Everybody knows that already. But you can't just go and say, oh, if he's coming down from a sugar crash, he's gonna pass out and cause a crash. Because
What if they have diabetes? Because people have diabetes and they're
well,
like,
they have diabetes. They know they shouldn't be drinking cans of soda. They know that. So that's on them. You can't.
that's not true because they could have drank the soda in order to get their sugar back up because they can't control their sugar level.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure if they know they can't control their sugar level, they'll be in preparation to have another can to even them out until they get to the destination.
I don't know, man. You're getting
You
into
do
a
know,
dicey.
and I'm
You're
right,
getting
yo.
into a dicey area here.
For everybody watching this on YouTube, I want you to comment down below who's right in this situation.
I think I'm right here. I don't know, man.
We're gonna let the fans decide.
All right, we'll let the fans decide in the comments. You guys can go into the YouTube channel. I want to see the comments either on the Clips channel or on the main channel and go ahead and discuss this because I think that sugar should be regulated as if it were alcohol. That's at least how I see it.
Everybody knows how I see it because it's the only way and right way to see it.
But talking on the main,
Dictator.
But talking back onto that main subject of male fertility, it's currently on a downfall, McNasty. Why do you think that is? What do you think aside from those factors, do you think there's other contributing factors to that? Because right now, at the rate that we're going, they're saying that the male population, we're actually the humanity might go extinct because we wouldn't have enough men.
Yeah, I think it's a whole lot of factors that go into it. So right now, for a fact, people aren't having as many kids as they were before because of the whole economic, at least in the United States. Could you say I'm right on that?
Yeah, because the problem is, because
they were beforehand.
No, because in places like Japan, they actually have a problem where they need more people to have more kids. Because right now
Wasn't Japan the one that regulated you're only supposed to have one kid?
No, that's China.
That's China.
Wow, that's racist. That's really racist. Wrong country, bro.
How's that racist? I was just asking.
They're not the same. They don't all look the same. Asian
I
love.
didn't say that.
Asian love.
What the hell are you trying to insinuate?
All right, no, but seriously.
Okay, but so they need more people. So I'm saying is, I know for like a couple people that I've spoken to, they're not looking to have kids right away or at a young age until they're situated because of the whole economic process. But as you know, like our parents, they're probably like, what, 22, 23, just popping out kids. You can say
but here's the thing. The reason is because as the population is more educated, you have less kids. There's a direct correlation between the two. So the more educated a country becomes, the less kids that the average person, like the average family has. So like in places like the DR, that explains why we have like such large families. Like I have like 13 aunts and uncles on just my dad's side of the family. Yeah. And just like, they come from a country where like they have the lowest math scores in the world in some categories. So there's a direct correlation between the two.
But I'm saying people are having less kids nowadays, especially around these areas because of the whole economic thing. So let's say back in the day, I was 22, 23. I probably have already 1 or 2 kids. But now, like I don't want a kid till I'm 30, till I at least have a crib and situating myself. So I feel like with less people wanting to have less kids, like obviously, population is gonna go down. But for at least like male fertility wise, I think is like men are becoming more lazy, bro. Because isn't there like a correlation between like how active you are versus how much testosterone your body puts out, which like increases your sperm count?
No, because that wouldn't be explained, because the problem is that how do you explain then like kings from back in the day who didn't actually like go out to war and just spend all day and they had kids either way? That doesn't explain. That doesn't account for them.
Also, like being active, like they definitely weren't just sitting around all day. They might
have worked. There's examples of kings who literally did absolutely.
They could have done whatever they wanted. I'm pretty sure they're not just gonna be sitting all day. But another thing is they were eating way like better foods than us as well. Like,
no, they weren't. Their foods the average life expectancy was like 30.
All right, but they were eating like they would hunt their own animals and cut them up and eat them. Like right now, if I wanted some ground beef, I don't know how they made the rest of the shit. They definitely didn't just ground the whole thing. They definitely probably put some chemicals in there to look at the colors and make the little look better, more appealing. But back in the day, they were just hunting shit and eating it. So they were definitely eating healthier or more natural shit than we are today.
No, I would argue the opposite. Right now, at this point in time, at this point in time in humanity, because the problem is that you have to remember how we've progressed, like as a society. Like when we first started, we were hunter-gatherers eating raw meat. Think about that. We were eating raw meat at one point. We progressed to the point where
they were definitely cooking it. It was like they were cooking it, so it's not like they weren't cooking the meat.
No, that depends at what time period you're talking about.
I'm talking about like a king, like fucking Game of Thrones era, bro, when they were just.
There was no such thing as a Game of Thrones era. Game of Thrones is a TV show. Game of Thrones is a TV show. That never actually happened.
That I'm pretty sure they didn't just make up like having a hog on a stick rotating over a piece of fire. I'm pretty sure
we have that now.
Yeah,
you can go to DR. We have that now.
What the fuck? Listen, I'm trying to say is that they were eating more natural stuff.
But you can eat that now. You can eat that now. Nothing would stop you.
Yeah, but if you go to a supermarket, you don't know how the fucking butchers and the big companies be putting into their meat because it's processed.
It depends on the company. Some companies are open. Other companies don't tell you.
It depends. Most people don't eat that.
Because think about this. My parents have done this before. You can actually go up to like what's it called? To an actual like the killing place where they kill the animal and buy them fresh. Like my parents have done that before. Yeah. Nothing stops you from buying.
Go to a supermarket and buy it, bro.
It's like a supermarket. You go up there and you pay them at like
I
to
understand
literally.
what you're saying, but I'm telling you, most people, if they wanted some ground beef or some fucking chicken nuggets, they're gonna go to Walmart or a supermarket to buy it, bro. They're not gonna go to a fucking butcher.
The average person, you are correct. The average person would do what you're saying, but that doesn't stop them from not doing like the opposite. They can go out and get fresh meat if they really wanted to.
But they just go to the supermarket.
Out of laziness, yeah.
So what I'm saying, so people back then were eating more natural foods than people are now. And that could be a link between how male fertility is now, because that shit affects your DNA, it affects how you feel, and like if it lowers your testosterone, bro, you just be chilling, bro. like them old niggas, like 60, 70, like they could just be chilling, like they don't have to be like every day, yo, I'm horny, I'm trying to fuck, yo, where the bitches at? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I'll get to an age where I just be like, I just want to sit outside. Fucking sit in the sun.
But think about time out. Because if you think about it, technically, men are supposed to be able to give kids at any age. Like my grandfather, he was a hoe. I'm gonna be real honest. The man was a hoe. He got bitches. He got bitches, and he was like 70 something.
Yeah.
No. You're naturally in your natural state. You're supposed to be able to. You're trying to give as many kids like. At any age possible. Yeah.
I'm saying, an old person might not feel like fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? He might just be chilling for the rest of his life. Like, he just want to chill. Like, he don't think about having sex.
But you're old at that point. What other things can you do at that point? You've lived your entire life. All you want to do is just be horny and shit. I'm being that serious. That's all you gonna want to do.
So you're gonna be a horny old ass nigga.
That's why all old men become horny ass niggas. I'm being dead serious. Ask any old nigga. They are going to tell you. I bet you that old people have more sex than younger people right now. I'm willing to bet that.
So you telling me you go up to old men and ask them if they horny?
You don't even have to ask them, my nigga. You just look at them looking at a girl sometimes.
How you know?
All right, look. I'm gonna give you an example. I went into the gym the other day, right? I was doing the, you know how on Planet Fitness they have the 30-minute workout section, right? It's that little yellow room. There was this old dude. You're supposed to go like on every machine, like there's a stop sign that goes on and off, and you're supposed to go on every machine while you're in the, what's it called? In the room. So I go in there and I sit down and I notice something. He's sitting at the one machine for a couple of rotations now. And I'm like, why is this nigga sitting there and not moving? And then I paid attention to what he was looking at. There was a girl that was directly in front of him on the treadmill running. It took me a minute to process why he hadn't moved in that entire. I'm like, yo, this nigga gonna get ripped on his legs, bro. This man gonna leave like Spartacus out of here. Bro, I am telling you, they get hornier. It doesn't end.
But is it gonna smash with a girl who is fertile enough? Because unless you got bread,
if they have enough money, you
got bread, you're not fucking the young bitch. Unless it's like a freaky young bitch who's like has daddy issues. But that's a rare percentage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and half of them they gotta take Viagra just to get it up, bro. So don't you think that plays a factor? A dude just but he's like, damn, I gotta pop this Viagra. I'd rather just not even try. Some of them might think like that.
A man's ego? I am going to tell you right now, they're going to pop that Viagra and not care. I promise you.
But if it's guaranteed pussy, he's going to pop the Viagra.
He's popping the Viagra, bro.
Nah, even if it's 50-50, he might pop the Viagra.
He's popping the Viagra, bro.
I don't think they're popping it, bro.
He's popping the Viagra. I promise you, bro. 100%. 100%. Out of ego alone, out of ego, he's popping that Viagra 100% of the time.
What if he has to go get it too, right? Unless he just carries it in his little pocket. You know,
he probably does.
Every morning, he just pops the Viagra just in case.
Yes, sir. All right. But speaking of male genitals and men's health, documents show that Amazon is aware that their drivers pee in bottles while on the job. How do we feel on this, McNasty?
So do they get bathroom breaks, or they just feel like
See, because this is the fucked up part of Amazon and why everybody says that they are a terrible company and why Jeff Bezos is the devil. Because if you ask the workers like what the working conditions are in Amazon, they're being worked like slaves, like absolute slaves. Like some of them have to like walk miles daily while at work. Think about that while working in a warehouse. Working where you work every day and you're walking miles. That's insane.
that is?
And because they have no unions, they'll fire you for anything. Literally for anything, they'll fire you because they have no unions.
So they don't respect Daddy Bezos. You getting the boot
The boot instantly.
instantly. So has anybody tried to like unionize support workers or nah? They just not.
They're
having any
They're
talk?
trying, but Amazon keeps squashing that. Yeah, no. Amazon, if you actually search up online, you can actually find that in their training videos, they literally teach you to not unionize.
Damn.
In their training, that should be illegal, right?
Damn.
You're literally being trained to not unionize? What the fuck is that? That is the most unconsciously like just manipulative, dark, evil shit you could do. Like on God.
That's facts. Telling you what not to do. Like number one rule: don't even think about unionizing. Day one, training. But no, that's wild. Like they expect them to do all this fucking delivery and shit. Try to get packages down. They can't even take a 5-minute piss break.
Yeah, that's
pee in the bottle.
yeah, it's not good over at Amazon. Like, I feel bad for like the employees sometimes because I think about that because at my current job I'm technically not a part of the union, but because I work part-time, so I'm not allowed to be like unless you're full-time, you're not allowed to be part of the union. So that's like one of the rules that they set up. So my company where I work at was recently acquired by another company, and they don't like the union. They're trying to renegotiate as much as like the union contract as they can. But the union has been doing a pretty good job of making sure that everybody who started at the company before the new company came has kept their job. Like nobody's been fired or anything like that. Like the union like makes sure that everyone has their job guaranteed. It's little things like that. Like I feel bad for the people that work in Amazon.
To be honest, bro, I would say I feel bad for them. I definitely agree that the bathroom situation is fucked up. But bro, you definitely, after you put a year in, what's stopping you from going and applying to another position, another warehouse? Like if you stay there,
they're all the same. They're all the same.
Not all of them are the same, bro. Like
yes, they're all the same. Unless you're working, I promise you.
Not the same.
I promise you, no matter where you work in Amazon, if you're not working in corporate, you're working a slave job. I promise you, 100%.
They can leave the Amazon warehouse and go to another warehouse to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stay at Amazon.
Some people just don't have the option. They don't have the option. They pay good enough that if you went to another company, you wouldn't be making the same amount of money.
So they go
like I think it's like $17-18 an hour starting off at an Amazon warehouse.
All right.
So they pay you enough to where it's like you're willing to give away your life into slavery, pretty much.
All right. So if once they do what they gotta do, pay off what they gotta pay off, save what they gotta save, they could definitely go to another job, maybe that has more room for growth, so they could go into management, get that raise, or even like do some online schooling. Switch jobs real quick, do some online schooling. You have enough money from that previous job, get a better position somewhere else, and now they don't even gotta be a degree. It could be a certification.
But that's the problem. The problem is that once those people get comfortable with their current life, and it's like, yeah, I'm getting work like a slave, but I have the basic necessities that I need. Some people just quit. They just go, fuck it. Why the fuck am I gonna try harder if I got the bare minimum? Some people really do like have that mentality. I'm being dead serious. They'll have that mentality.
If you're comfortable doing what you gotta do, there's no reason to complain. You feel me?
But that's the thing. They're getting worked like slaves.
They are, but they choose.
From the outside point of view, they are being worked like slaves, even though they're choosing it. They might not understand that, because they have that limited view because that's all they've known. Like, Amazon is really taking advantage of these people, and I don't think they understand that.
Well, let's say snap out of it. They're gonna like, what is us telling them? You know, that's fucked up. If he doesn't change it, which I doubt he won't, unless it gets like popular enough to be like, all right.
No. A union never works with being a billionaire. That doesn't work ever.
No. He don't have to make a union to give him extra bathroom break, bro. He could just say we could just grant him another bathroom break. They don't have to unionize to do that. He could, on his own will, he could just be like, all right.
But nothing incentivizes him to do that.
Exactly. So I'm saying if he wanted to, he could.
If that time is gonna cost him money, why would he do it?
He wouldn't.
Exactly.
So if people are comfortable, because some of the drivers might be good with the amount of breaks, the bathroom breaks that they have.
Okay.
And you know, they just used to pee in a bottle because it's just they're okay with that. So
are we really okay with that? Are we really okay with that?
If they're okay with it, they're the ones delivering shit.
Are we really gonna allow this?
You can pee in a bottle if you want to, bro. I've been on road trips and I'd be like, nah, I don't want to stop. I got an empty Gatorade bottle in the
Unless the only way that I would allow this to be acceptable would be if they actually added a bathroom onto like their vans and shit. Like if they added a bathroom into it, that's the only way that would be any type of acceptable.
That would be, he could do that though. Like a little porta potty in his
if he was really willing to invest into his employees, that's what he would do. That's the only way that I would accept that. Besides that, right now, he's got to give him more time.
I'm a patent. You could put little porta potties in your trucks now. I'm gonna invent it, bro. I'm gonna get it hooked up. I'm pretty
sure you're not the first person to have the idea of a portable potty.
Porta potty? That's what I'm gonna call it.
Alright.
But yeah, it is fucked up though. Not gonna complain. Them not complaining is pretty much inedible for people who are uncomfortable pissing in a bottle. But I'm pretty sure you can't say it's all of them. Some drivers who are used to it and say, fuck it, I'm gonna just pee in this bottle. It's all right. I'm gonna use my break for something else. So some might rock with it. Some other people might not rock with it. But unless Bezos gives the word that he's going to give them another break or extend the breaks, I don't know the whole situation over there. But I don't think this one's going to change anytime soon.
I feel like the only way to solve this is to either have government intervention, which will probably never happen because these companies own the government, or the workers have to literally just step up and say, yeah, no, we want to unionize. That's literally their only option. They would have to go on a complete strike on all of the facilities. That's the only way,
people, bro.
That's the only way that it would work, though. That would
like, I need this money. So they're not.
That would probably crash the economy too, because the entire economy is probably backed on like these big companies like Amazon still being able to function. So it would definitely make a statement. So they should definitely do it. That's what I would do if I was in their position. I'm unionizing.
Yeah, it's too many heads. It's like a lot of work they're gonna have to do. You know how many fucking Amazons are all over?
No, we have the internet. We are in the perfect position to unionize whenever the fuck we want. We have the internet. We can literally
how many people have to reach out to, and how many people are gonna agree to it?
They would all agree to it because that's their job. Yeah, no, they would agree to it because that's all of their jobs. They would be able, but they would all be able to pretty much increase their own standard of life by standing together.
But I'm saying, not everybody's gonna go and strike just because they said to go and strike. There's gonna be
to start. Do you know what all right? I'm gonna give you a crazy statistic here. Do you know what percentage of a population that you require at any given time to start a revolution? Like how much of the population has to agree with your point of view to start a revolution? I bet you can't give me the percentage. All right,
the percentage of people?
What do you think the percentage is?
I have to say, I say 33%, a third.
33%?
Yeah.
That's actually really high. That's
I'd say
really high.
Like two, like a good. That's really high to start.
That's really high. Really high.
I'll go high. If I had to go lower, I'm gonna go 20.
Too high.
11.
Too high.
3.
Too high.
1%.
You only need 1% of the population to start a revolution at any given time. Every revolution that's ever been started has been started by 1% of the population. Think about this. 1% of the population right now controls all of the money in the country.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
top 1% controls over 50. You only need 1% of the Amazon employees to actually like want to unionize to start an actual like revolution to start a union. You really don't. It doesn't take that much work.
Why didn't it happen now, bro? They're shutting that shit down.
That you know of.
You're gonna need more than 1% over there.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But Amazon's fucked up. Fuck Bezos and all of them billionaires. Fuck them all. Eat the rich. What's the next object here?
All right. So next topic we're moving right into. It's gonna be there's a mass shooting in Chicago. 15 shot, but 2 dead. The news hasn't reported on this. What do you think about it?
See, now this is like, I don't even know how I feel about this, because the problem is, would you count this at the same level as a mass shooting where you have like a white guy, where like the white guy who went into the Asian parlors and killed the 8 people? Would you count that at the same level as newsworthiness?
See, the thing about Chicago is I feel like it happens so much over there.
They're numb to it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, again. That's probably what they say. Oh, again, damn.
We could probably, if we paid attention to just Chicago news, we could have news headlines like this on a weekly basis, not even a weekly basis, on a daily basis. We could have news headlines like that.
Yeah.
So, do you think that we could ever like? Because I feel like the federal government has stepped out of Chicago and they're just letting the state like do whatever it thinks they need to do. They're pretty much in Gotham City right now.
Facts. That's what it seems like.
It's Gotham City.
But it's like, isn't it only like, what do you say? It's like half of Chicago that's bad and the other half is good because of the higher, income? Or what do you say? It's like just a section of where everything is happening.
It would.
It's not the whole.
It's not the whole thing. It's not the whole thing. It's literally.
You think it's just a section that is all everything's happening in?
It is just a section. It's definitely in the areas that are predominantly under poverty, impoverished areas. I promise you, those are definitely the areas where this is happening.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. But damn, how many people must be in those areas that every so often 10 people getting shot, mad people getting killed? I mean, you could get shot.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Hurt people. So it starts a cycle. This is the problem with poverty. It starts a cycle of people who experience trauma and pass that trauma on to like their kids, and their kids pass that on to their kids, and it just keeps going. It becomes a cycle. So yeah, no, until you don't get that poverty out of that area and like bring in like initiatives to like give people like new lives, something to do, something to live for, that's just gonna keep happening. It's really fucked up, man.
What would you do, Mayor Bryant? What would you incentivize to, if you were the mayor over there? We're replacing you with that lady.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about too. I know who you're talking about.
So what would you do?
No, but this is where like we'll have you heard of the idea of reparations for like African American like communities and shit like that?
Isn't somebody in like Oklahoma try to push for that? Like $500 for Black families who qualify?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of initiatives that have started, and I think there is like one city that did pay out reparations. I'm not sure exactly the details on that. We'll look that up maybe for a future episode and we can discuss that in deeper. But from my understanding, I don't think the problem with reparations is that, yes, these people are owed some type of payment for the suffering that they received, but at the same time, how do you pick who needs to pay that money? Because it's like, we all pay taxes. Is it going to come out of our tax payments?
Right. And people are going to be bad. Like, why are we paying for this family? Or like, I have enough taxes. What is this extra tax?
But not even that. How do you charge taxes to a protected group of individuals? Because you have to remember, let's say like Italians that came in here in the 70s to America, do they have to pay to that tax for reparations? They had nothing to do with slavery, but they're living within white culture technically. Would they be responsible to pay that tax?
That's the thing. Yeah, you can't choose unless like
either we all pay it.
Like you have to send me your ancestry documents in, and then we'll determine.
Nah, I thought about this. Like as deep as possible, and I was like, the only way that reparations would be able to work would be if you charge the specific families that own slaves. Because we technically have those records. The banks that were selling the slaves, they're still around today. Those banks didn't disappear. So those records are available. We can search that up. Make those families pay whatever they made off of slavery. Make them pay that money back.
What happened with the biracial kids? Because
they owed payment. They're owed payment too. They're technically.
They will technically, because of half of them, they'll have to pay it too. So how?
No. They're owed payment.
For the no, I'm saying like, you know how you have the family of the slave masters, right?
I know what you're saying.
You know, the daughter has a daughter, and then that daughter just happens to hook up with a black guy and has a kid. That mixed kid, who is half white and whose family technically owns slaves, versus the other half of him who's black and he would technically be receiving the benefits, while his other half will technically have to pay the benefits. So how would that work? Because technically, if you're going by bloodline and what ancestries, you know, half his family did own a slave on his mom's side, who's white, and then his dad, who's black, did obviously.
In those cases, I would say pull that out of that directly from the U.S. government's income from taxes. Pull that directly out of that. Whatever his other half owes, take that directly.
Man, Brian, you failing right now, bro.
I'm not failing. You can demand shit from your government. You gotta demand shit. You can't be soft with them, bro. You can't be soft with.
Doing a bad job right now, Chicago, bro. Gotta make sense.
You can't be soft with the government. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta tell them what it is. You can demand shit. Everybody's afraid of the government, like, oh, there's some big bad guy. They work for us. They're employees. They are our employees. They're not big and special. Fuck them niggas. Replace them if you need to. The fuck? Fuck you thought this was?
But Brian, if you become mayor, technically, wouldn't you work for the government?
Yes, the local government. That's a completely different representative body.
But bro, it's still part of the government, bro. Especially if you're the mayor, you're technically up there in the ranks. You have some say in some things.
I would be like the president of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're working for the government. So wouldn't it be hypothetical to say fuck the government, this, that, and third? That's another reason Chicago gonna fail. You're being a hypocrite to yourself.
But what has following the government done for Chicago so far? Look where they are right now, following the government. Look where they are right now, following the government.
The laws that the government made, there wouldn't be that much crime.
No, that's not true.
Kill somebody. That's not in the law. Like, I'm pretty sure there's laws that saying you can't go and kill somebody. So if they were following that,
that's state government. That's at the state level.
Right. I'm pretty sure
murder is at the state level.
I'm pretty sure you could put it in anything like.
Yeah, but the governing body that sets those laws for that specific state is at the state level. Those city level, those murder laws would be controlled by state laws.
So
because it has to be consistent across the state.
If you were the mayor and you had an option to put that into their local laws, you wouldn't?
What do you mean?
You're saying that murder is on the state level, like it doesn't matter. So would you put it as a regular local law because you know you can't just go out there murdering people?
What are all right? Are you saying? All right, try to re-explain the question here.
All right, so
you're losing me here
about murder.
Okay,
you disregarded it by saying, "Yeah, that's just a state law." Oh, you could agree that murder is bad, correct?
yes.
All right. So since you're the hypothetical mayor of Chicago, and you had the option to put that into your local laws, if it's not in there already, which I doubt, would you?
No.
Why wouldn't you put it?
Why wouldn't I put it in my local laws? For the simple reason that the state doesn't follow murder is wrong all the time either, because they can technically put somebody on like death row. They don't even follow their own laws. Think about that. They don't follow their own laws. The state is allowed to kill people, but yet murder is wrong? What the fuck? No, so I wouldn't put it in my local laws. Fuck them.
You sound high as fuck right now.
Fuck them. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. What? That made perfect sense.
He failed. That's
All right.
You're going back to fucking meter maid.
Alright. So what's the next topic we're talking about here, McNasty?
So for the next topic, Deshaun Watson, man. You know, quarterback for the Texans. The minute the trade, this is the timeline of how everything happened. Deshaun Watson obviously wasn't happy. The head coach got fired last year. The team has just sucked. Obviously, he's frustrated, wants out. Demands a trade. He just signed an extension worth big bucks. I'm telling you. So they coming into this, they thought they had him locked in for another 3-4 years.
Okay.
Good QB. Like, this guy is talented, bro. Out of the blue. Well, not really out of the blue. We know the reason why he wants to leave. They suck. JJ Watt, a Texan that's been there for a while, basically his whole career there. Like, JJ Watt is dirty. He's getting a little bit older now, but he's still dirty. He's still a good DN. He was like kind of the face of the team. Deshaun took over. Now JJ Watt left. Deshaun wants to leave too. Wants to join another team. He wants an opportunity, a better opportunity to win a Super Bowl. Understandable. Can't do it by himself. He needs the team. He needs the organization support to get those good players to help him out. They've been failing at that. They traded so many good pieces for garbage. Like aging, their running back right now, it's like David Johnson from the Cardinals. Like, this dude is old, career's declining. They traded away DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is a monster for him.
So how does it circle back to the allegations? How does it circle back to the allegations?
I was just telling you how the Texans are like not trying.
The setup. I understand. You're setting up.
So Deshaun Watson, superstar QB on the come up, best player they have. They thought they locked him in for 4 years. Demands a trade. Now, after that thing's going on, sexual allegations start coming up that Deshaun Watson went to like a massage parlor and tried to get that happy ending, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now they're saying that 14 other women are coming out saying the same thing. That's a lot of women coming out to say something, right?
14.
Now we've seen stuff like this on a smaller scale. Most of them get settled out of court, or we could get some proof that they were just plotting to get some money, right? We could say that.
Okay.
That there's a lot of people out there who just like hopped on the opportunity, try to get some money, filed a quick lawsuit. The lawyer right now that they got, he is known for like hopping onto cases just for the clout. So if he could get exposure from those cases, he's hopping onto it. But yeah, there's like 14 women saying that, Deshaun Watson tried to do something with him that wasn't consensual. Now they're coming out, file lawsuits against him for the money. Well, that's what's going on with these Deshaun Watson allegations. But I think, what are the odds that all this is coming out when the superstar QB of your team wants to leave? It makes you think, like, was this maybe like a setup? Like, the team knew, like, what if the team knew about it? Like, they heard something. It could be false, could be true. And then, like, now that he wants to leave, they're gonna try to make him like tarnish his reputation to make him untradeable. But everything right now is allegations. Like nothing set in stone. I don't.
Now, do you? All right. Now, do you truly believe that he did it or no?
See, with these superstars, man, you know what happened with Big Ben? He did it. Ben did it. Like superstars, but I don't think Deshaun did it, man. I think he might have insinuated, happy ending, and she was like, no. Or it could have happened because he could have paid her big bucks, right? But
That's
at that
true.
point, it's consensual because he paid her for a service, right?
That would be true.
Take the money. So that could be true too. You don't know. I wasn't in the massage parlor. I can't say what happened or what didn't happen. But I think timing of this is a little weird. Because if 14 women came out saying that this happened in the span of the last 2 years, why are they trying to come out now? Why didn't they come out sooner? When they like, even if they banded together and they're all new, like why didn't they come out soon? But once he demands a trade from his team, with him being like a superstar and all that stuff, and players these days, if they want to get traded, if they really want to get traded, they're gonna get traded, bro.
Damn, that is true.
Like contracts are a thing. Like players buy out of their contract right now. Right now, the basketball season's on. People are buying out of contracts. DeAndre Drummond just did it. I'm pretty sure that Blake Griffin just did it to become a free agent and join the Nets. So people are buying out of their contracts all the time. So if a player really wants to get traded and go somewhere else, he's gonna get traded or released.
At this point, after you explain the entire situation, I think he might have done it.
You think he did it?
I think he might have done it.
Why?
At least, not maybe all of them. Some of them might be clout chasing, but at least a good chunk of them might have been real. Because to have 14 that could just pin back to you, like just random massage parlors, 14? That's too many massage parlors, bro.
Oh, yeah, no cap. 14 is...
That's a lot of massage parlors.
But one they actually proved that one was consensual. She came out and said it before, so they kind of caught her in that wave. So does that kind of discredit everybody else? Because all of them.
No, it discredited her. It just discredits that one girl.
All right, it discredits one girl, but you know people have on the opportunity to get that bread if it does happen.
That's true, yeah. But I don't think all of them could be trying to go for what's it called?
For the money?
For the clout, yeah. I don't think they would all do it. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, like I said, everything's allegations right now. We just have to wait and see. If they provide proof that he did it, then he did it, bro. Like that's it.
That's all you can do.
It is weird timing though, that they all
It
came
is.
out now when he wants to come out and get traded, but hey man.
Now, if he would have got traded, do you think he would have got a bigger contract or no?
Well, if he got traded, I think they just absorbed his contract, so it'll be the same thing. If he renegotiated on his side. But the thing is, like, when players sign those big contracts for the organization itself, it's like a guarantee for them. Like we know we have this player for 4 more years. We could build around him, which that's what they should have been doing. Or they could be like, all right, so we're gonna try him out for 1 more year. It's already into our budget. If he starts declining or we have no use for him, we could put him on the trade market. We can get our value out of what's left out of him. So Deshaun Watson, honestly, he if he was going to a team for straight picks, I would say he needs at least 3 first-round picks and something else on top of that. So he's
Makes
good.
sense.
He's good.
So, McNasty, for the last section here, we're talking about Quavo and Sweetie. Have you heard the news about Quavo and Sweetie?
Yes, sir. It's been on Mason, like all the news fucking outlets. Not all the news outlets, not that big, but like the ones I follow, Shade Room and things like that. Yeah, it's been reported, bro. They broke up.
They officially broke up. Now, the only reason I found out, like, I don't follow like most like celebrity news. I pretty much don't pay attention to that. The only reason I found out is because all of the meme channels or pages were making fun of the fact that Quavo got Sweetie's Bentley repossessed because he bought it for her as a Christmas gift.
That's Quavo's Bentley, so he took his shit back.
But it was a gift. Nah. That was Indian giving. Is that okay? Is Indian giving okay?
Bruh, listen.
Are we gonna say Indian giving is okay?
He got it as a gift because they were together. They're not together no more, so she don't need that.
I don't know. A person.
They were together.
I personally do not respect a person who takes back a gift. I don't know. I'm just that type of person.
Nah, cause listen. If I got you a gift, now I'm not even gonna say you because that's a pause moment. All right, if I got a gift, right, and we break up the next day or two, I'm taking my shit back. Why would I let you keep that?
That's petty as fuck. That is petty as fuck.
Like, she had the thought to break up because it just doesn't happen one day. It could happen in one day if she just said fuck it. But if everything's going smoothly, at least in my mind, and then out of the blue she just says, I will break up, I'm taking my shit back.
Now how do you know that? How do you know that she's the one that broke up with him and not the other way around?
He was too lovey-dovey with her, bro.
How you know that?
Too lovey-dovey.
He cheated on her. How do you know that?
How do you know what? He could have loved her and still cheated on her, bro.
Time out! Time out! This is toxic. Hey, yo, this is toxic as hell. Nah, if you cheat, you have to at least have some type of understanding that they could cheat too, or break up with you, and you can't be mad.
That is facts. Like
you can't be mad. They're justified.
Yeah. So, but man, listen. You have no proof that he actually cheated.
We don't know that. We don't know anything about that relationship. Like
they could have just broken up to break up.
Nah, I don't know. You can't just. You just can't. You don't just claim someone cheated. You don't just claim someone cheated.
But did she say that? Did she say?
Yeah, she claimed that he cheated.
She claimed. She don't even know the answer, bro.
What do you mean?
She didn't even know the answer, bro.
Most cheating allegations are just claims.
Exactly. So she didn't have to break up with my man for that. She had to get the facts.
I'm dead, bro.
So that Twitter exchange, so that shit was pretty funny. He was like,
I still don't.
I love you. You did this to me, type shit. My boy Future would have been proud to see.
Facts.
That.
All of the memes was like, Future would have been proud of this man. I was rolling. Yeah. All right. So, do we think that Quavo is in the right for taking back the gift? Is Indian giving okay in this situation?
Yes, especially with a Bentley, because that shit costs mad money.
It do cost mad money.
And yeah, it's good to take it back. If you really want it, and we know he could go and get another Bentley. It's not like he's doing it because he broke.
That's true. That is true.
Bentley, and he wanted it back.
Yeah, no, that is true, man. So, all right, he might get the pass on this one. All right, now I'm gonna give you another example. What if they were engaged prior to this, and he had given her a ring, but that's not what's it called? They broke up on something after the fact. After giving her the ring, do you ask for the ring back?
Depends on how much it costs. If it costs $250,000, they got shit back. But at the same time, you could be like, give me my ring back. We're not getting married. What you gonna do?
Do you save that? Do you save that ring for the next girl?
Yeah.
Yo, you cheap bastard! You cheap bastard! You cheap bastard! No way! You would give another girl's ring to another girl?
She only wore it for 2 weeks.
I am disappointed in you, McNasty. I'm disappointed in you. No way he said that.
If it's a $250,000 ring, I'm pretty sure
the new girl would have to feel disrespected, bro. Ain't no ways he's taking that ring.
but she is gonna take $250,000.
Nah, you funny for that, McNasty. You funny for that,
What would
bro.
I do? Like, what would I like? Take it back to the jeweler? Get a
You sell it
refund?
back? You try to sell it back to a jeweler because at $250,000 you can resell that jewelry for money, some type of money.
But it's
Maybe not the same one,
amount.
maybe not the same amount, but you would get some type of money back.
Nah, see, because if I spend $250,000, I want $250,000 back.
Nah, you're bugging.
So,
You're bugging.
Well, guess the next shit gonna have to settle.
You're bugging, McNasty. You're bugging. You bugging for that. Nah.
Listen, unless there's a possibility that if I held on to it and like the gold price went up or the diamond price went up on it, and I could make some money back or at least go even on it, why would I sell it back for less money? That's just a waste of money. So the jeweler sold it to me for $250,000. He's gonna give me.
It's not even about the money, McNasty. It's about the principle.
Bro.
You're giving a. You're
Stop capping.
nah.
There's a difference
I
of
couldn't.
like $20,000. That's not a lot.
Nah, I wouldn't care about the money, bro. I wouldn't care about the money. If you're spending $250,000, you got the money to burn to begin with.
You buy with $20,000, bro. A lot.
If you're spending $250,000, you have the money to burn to begin with.
All right, but $20,000 is wasteful, bro. It's not like you can just throw away $20,000 just because you.
I would, out of principle, I would. If I had the money to pay for a $250,000 ring, I am going to literally waste that money out of principle.
Cap.
I'm being dead serious.
This cap belongs on your head.
I'm not capping, bro.
Out
of principle, bro.
Nah.
There's certain things like I don't know. I feel like that's just a level of disrespect that you would just have to leave on a person that you're gonna marry for the rest of your life.
Bro.
You're marrying that person, bro.
Bro.
Nah.
How would she even know it's the same ring?
You would know. You would know.
He wouldn't know. So how would she feel some type of way?
You wouldn't feel some type of way?
I would be perfectly fine with that because I knew that ring on her finger costs $250,000 and she deserves it.
Ain't no, all right. In the YouTube comments below, I want you to go down and answer if you would literally give the next girl the same ring. McNasty thinks that it's on the same level. Really, McNasty?
Same shit. And she don't know even better.
Wow.
I'ma just know because I'm not gonna care about it.
McNasty, that's a wild point of view. You a wild boy for that. You a wild boy for that, bro. That's a wild point of view.
Right. That's how I feel. But anyway, guys, that does it for the official episode 3. We're on episode.
This is now officially episode 3 in the works.
Yeah.
You guys can go ahead and make sure to follow the podcast on our link tree. We have all of our social medias, all of our official social medias. We have the YouTube channel, all of the places that you can listen to the audio version. So Spotify, Anchor, Google Play. Still not approved on Apple for some reason. Apple is the only platform that hasn't approved us. They're hating on us for no reason, Apple. What the hell? Like, come on. But you can get the YouTube, if you want the video version, you can get the YouTube version, the full-length episodes without any cuts, or you can get the simplified clips channel, where we have every segment broken down into individual videos if you don't want to watch the entire episode and just watch certain sections. So you can do that as well. McNasty, anything else you want to shout out on the channel or anything upcoming that you want to add in there?
Clips are upcoming on TikTok. If you like TikTok, the handle's gonna be in this video somewhere, but it's at @hi_notes_podcast. So
yes,
run it up on there. The funniest clips are gonna be on there. Follow us on there for all the newest stuff and check us out.
Exactly, and make sure to definitely go onto our link tree, and that's our link tree at linktr.ee/HI notes with an S podcast, and that's where you can find all of our socials. But that wraps it up for this week's episode, McNasty. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.